It's nice to see you're here today. I was reviewing your resume and wow, you were a very impressive background. I'm excited to get to know you a little bit today. So let's start off with...
Well, thank you for inviting me for this interview. I'm really excited to be here and to see you today for this interview. Thank you.
Alright, so let's start off with some questions today. So first off, how do you define a good teacher and describe how your teaching style fits into this definition?
I describe a good teacher as someone who really knows their subject matter and has a really good understanding of their students and their day and how their day is going. It might be different than the day before. My teaching style is to make sure the students are involved and I interact with the students and provide them with hands-on experience.
And so you said comprehension of the students and how they act. How would you suggest new teachers, maybe such as yourself coming into this district, how would you suggest new teachers get to know the students best?
It's very simple. Just ask the students what their interests are. Maybe why they decided to take ASL, what their major is, what they like, what they enjoy, what they do for fun. And let them know, make them think that you're a caring person, that I'm a caring person. And I can give them suggestions to grow in that way. I really like seeing the students grow.
That's a great answer. It's definitely important to get to know your students, so wonderful. All right, so let's see here. Another question. What are some duties of your current job that you're at?
I work part-time in the ASL lab now, and I also work as a mentor. And when I work in the ASL lab, I make sure I make myself available for the students. And when I'm done with the ASL lab, I am willing to work with them one-on-one, alone, on the weekends, for example. And as a mentor for interpreters, I work on improving their skills as I give suggestions to them on how they can improve their interpreting skills. What they can do differently. For example, a good example would be working with idioms. For example, we'll start with an English meaning of a phrase and how we would interpret that as an ASL idiom.
All right, so it sounds like you work with both groups and individual students. Would you say you have a preference there, or let's see. Yeah, would you have a preference? Do you have certain ways you like to work with groups of students or individuals best?
I could work with both, individuals and groups. I really enjoy both. It's a really good experience with me working with individuals, and when I work with individuals, I can provide them with my full attention. In groups, I have to look around at the group, everybody at the same time, and making sure everybody's involved and part of the group.
Alright, what sorts of challenges do you see yourself facing as an ASL professor here at Augie? And how would you alleviate those challenges?
There's always going to be challenges, but I see challenges. Stop it. But I think that challenges keep the students interested and involved in ASL. The challenge is not just teaching ASL, but also teaching ASL culture, which is a very broad topic. And also helping them to understand ASL, deaf culture helps them understand ASL better. And also teaching them how ASL can apply to different fields, such as interpreting, explaining the roles of interpreters to them, and that's a really big challenge too. And I let them know that there's a great need for interpreters out there. The demand is greater than the supply.
So say you have a student that you might be particularly butting heads with one semester. Is there a way you would work with that relationship to try to smooth that over?
I would sit down with the student, try to figure out what the problem is, and maybe it's not a specific problem, but maybe we're frustrating each other and we could figure out how to work that out. And it wouldn't be just my job or the student's job. We could share and work that out together, both of us. I want to find the reason they're butting heads with me. And maybe I can look at myself and see what my problem is and what I'm doing wrong. And we just figure out what it is together and resolve it.
What experience do you have that makes you feel you would fit this position well?
Well, I've experience teaching part-time. I have experience working with young students, high school and college. And I have experience with students who need really individualized attention, and I have experience with groups. I have experience outside of the college classroom. I've also give lectures on deaf culture and deaf history. I'm involved in deaf events, so I have a lot of experience with those things.
What experience would you say has helped you best in the educational field? Can you explain that a little bit?
My background is in education and in teaching high school students for many years. World history, American history, geography, civics. So that's my experience in high school, and now I'm transferring that to the college, working in ASL lab. And there's a difference between the two. The learning style can be a little different.
Now, why did you decide to become a teacher?
Ever since I was a young boy, I went to school as a young boy, and I had some really amazing role models. It really had a big impact on me. And I always felt like a teacher inside. I didn't quite understand it when I was little, but as I grew up and got experience, I felt that my thing was teaching, is what I enjoyed. I enjoyed helping people, young people, grow and develop and learn.
Do you have a coworker either currently or from a past job that you admire? If so, why do you admire them?
As I've explained, I've had really wonderful role models. when I was young. They had a really big impact on me. Now I'm involved in school. When I was in Gallaudet also, I had wonderful teachers that had a really big impact on my life. Had a very big influence on me. And they really led me into the teaching field from the impact they made. Now in the ASL lab, there's some ASL teachers such as Maureen and Crystal that are just really good, amazing ASL teachers, and I really respect them. And I really see their work in action.
And do you have any additional information you'd like to share with us today?
Yes, I do. I have good international and cross-cultural skills, working with all types of people, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. I also really love sports. I go to many different sporting events here in the community, and I want to show the students that I'm interested in what they're doing. Not only in the classroom,
Great
but
to see you
outside the
have such
classroom as well.
interest in the students there. That's wonderful. Well, it was wonderful to get to meet you today. I will be calling you soon, and hopefully we'll be seeing you back here.
Thank you again for interviewing me, and I really look forward to working here. This is really a great college, a great environment. And I can really see that the students enjoy learning here.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you again for the interview. You have a great day too.